Welcome in, everyone, to another episode of the Shoujo podcast, where I, Sarah, typically introduce my friend Joe to shoujo. We are wrapping on Revolutionary Girl Utena, which has been a twist where Joe is showing me the one and only shoujo he has seen previous to our podcast conception. And we are ending with the movie, which the official title is Adolescence of Utena. Is that right? No, what's the movie title?
Officially?
I feel like I saw Adolescence of Utena floating around.
Revolutionary Girl Utena : Adolescence of Utena. Or Revolutionary Girl Utena the movie. Or Revolutionary Girl Utena : Adolescence Apocalypse.
Okay, so unclear. Whatever, the movie.
It's Adolescence of Utena. Everybody knows what that means.
Okay. Everybody knows what that means.
Everybody will know what that means.
But before we jump into our coverage of that, let's catch up. What have you been up to, Joe? I know it's only been a few days since we last recorded. Anything exciting this weekend?
I watched Project Hail Mary.
And?
I like that movie. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
space movies.
It's very cute.
Remain good. And this one was nice. My girlfriend commented that I talk like the guy in it.
The Rock? Or
Not the
Ryan
Rock.
Gosling character?
The guy who talks in complete sentences.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Similar
whatever his
humor.
name is.
Race.
Nice. Yeah, it was a cute movie. I enjoyed it as well. And I am not especially into space movies.
Oh, really? Why not?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, well, what comes to mind is the movie Gravity of Sandra Bullock, which I thought was a very boring movie.
Not my favorite.
I feel like they just don't quite do it for me. Like if something's coming from space to Earth, maybe like an alien attack movie, but I don't know. I'm just not super into it.
Yeah. I tend to like them, although Project Hail Mary has the same problem a lot of space movies have, which is too long. A little exhausting.
Yeah, I mean, it was very long, but I feel like while I was watching it, it didn't feel like it was dragging, even though it was kind of a slow pace. So
yeah, I mean, they just end up being long movies. Like this is true. I feel like every space movie, like Interstellar, is super long. The Martian feels long.
Yeah, I didn't like Interstellar.
The one where they
The Martian.
blow up that asteroid is long. I don't remember what it's called. Armageddon? Is that it? Where they blow up the asteroid?
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
Space movies are just long, I guess, because you want to put all the space in.
So. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. I started playing Star Fox Zero.
And?
I had such a bad time, I stopped playing it after a little bit.
Oh, wow.
I don't like the control scheme of it. It feels bad. And
what did it originally release on?
On the Wii U.
Oh, you had one of those.
I have a Wii U. I'm playing it on my Wii U. I
never had a Wii.
Star Fox Zero when it came out. I don't like how it controls. I also don't. It's too it's trying to do the gimmick thing with the Wii U, which is like, oh, you have two screens, you can kind of like aim with the thing, which kind of works. But the problem is at so many levels, and it's baffling to me. The worst part of Star Fox to me is all range mode, because I don't want to move in all directions, because then instead of shooting things in front of me like a rail shooter, I spend all of my time trying to turn around. And that's not fun.
No.
So
I feel like vehicle levels aren't fun for non-vehicle games.
So I've dropped Star Fox Zero. Instead,
snap.
I played, I beat that game before. I beat it when it came out.
Okay.
Instead, I played the game that came along with it, because it was like a 2-pack thing. So I started playing Star Fox Guard, which is a companion tower defense game where the gimmick of that, it's also on the Wii U, the gimmick of that is like you control a bunch of security cameras, and like the one on your pad is the one you're kind of controlling, and you can shoot a little gun out of it, and on your main TV just shows you the feeds from all of them. And it turns out that game's really fun. I've been playing a lot of that.
That's good.
It's not very hard, but it's pretty fun.
Had also played that originally, or is this a new pickup?
No, I guess I never really played it.
Okay,
because it's just like a thing that came alongside it. So
something new.
We're getting back to good Star Fox games. Star Fox Guard.
Not a great name, but whatever.
Your garden, you know.
It's not a cool sounding name. Okay.
Not really.
After we talked about the new game coming out, then all of my newsfeed was just about the outrage of the. So phones be listening to us recording the podcast, and now that they're educating me about everyone's reaction to the Star Fox game direct that went out.
Yeah.
No. So much Star Fox. I mean, we're getting away from Gundam, but it's still like big.
I'm still watching
spaceship
Gundam.
Things. It's just
you don't like space. Okay,
I mean,
you don't like space. This is what I'm learning in this episode. You don't like space movies. You don't like Star Fox. You don't like Gundam.
No, not really.
What setting do you like? Which one are you like? Oh, if it's here, I'm kind of interested.
I guess like biomes or something.
Well, it doesn't have to be biomes, but it has to what kind of setting are you like inherently a little interested in?
I guess I guess I like fantasy a lot of the times.
What kind of fantasy?
What are the categories?
You got like high fantasy. We got the elf tribe, and they live in the woods, and they're all tall. And we got the dwarves who live in the mountains, and they're all short.
Okay, so that's high fantasy.
That's like a higher fantasy one. You have like other fantasy things where there's fantasy elements, but things are not like inherently super different. Like I'm reading the Earthsea books; those are kind of like that.
I feel like it's just this more so that the stories that tend to take place in those things aren't as, I don't know, like space. I feel like is often also political, which I guess fantasy stuff can be, but it feels like it's always in a more consumable format because it's not like necessarily based off reality, versus I feel like space stuff is often still kind of based off.
I mean, you have like Star Wars.
Yeah, which I'm not even into the movies that much. It's just being a Jedi is cool, and I like that in the games where I'm able to do that.
All right, what are some like all-time fantasy stories for you?
I like the inheritance cycle, which is like Aragon and stuff. I like that. I liked Inkheart. I kind of even liked the Left Behind book series, even though I'm not religious, but I did like the end of the world. I guess maybe apocalyptic is a setting I like. I like apocalyptic, where it's like get wrecked humanity and then deal with the consequences of what we did kind of setting. I guess I like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because like Mass Effect's my favorite game, and that's in space. But
that is in space. Although it's not really about space that much.
No, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mostly just like, what if there were a bunch of cool aliens?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and that it's also just totally whatever. Anyways, yeah. But I'm not good at answering or identifying. I just know if I like or dislike things.
Okay.
Well, I like have. I don't know, like you asked me like series. Yeah, I think apocalyptic is the genre I like, which I should probably dabble more in that. But
that seems kind of heavy though. Those kind of bum me out.
Oh. No, because I feel like it satisfies the nihilistic person I am, where it's like, that's right. This is what we get. Freaking. Obviously, I don't want to imagine myself having to suffer the consequences of apocalyptic
This
world,
is what we get. Other people who aren't me.
Yeah.
That's fair. I usually don't want to be in apocalypse settings.
Yeah. No. Or I guess it's interesting to think how well you would fare in such settings. And yeah. Yep. Anyways,
well, what else has been going on for you?
I need to mail it back in, but I got my DNA kit for the pup for Silas to figure out what he is. So that'll be exciting news to share in a few weeks, maybe. I don't know, my life's boring. I did laundry and I don't know, celebrated Mother's Day yesterday.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day.
Yeah. I went for a run today, so I'm gonna try and get back into that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I started watching the first few episodes of Vanderpump Rules, and it's. I mean, one it's from like 2012, so that's one thing, and it's just like all unlikable people. So we'll see. I'll probably get into it, but off the bat, I'm kind of like meh. But my sister's like convinced I'm gonna like it, so we tend to have similar tastes in a lot of things. So I'm gonna keep because I just don't have like a thing to play while I'm working or while doing laundry. So I just need something a little mindless until my main shows pick back up. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like had gone trying to find a dress for this gala I'm going to in New York.
Oh.
And couldn't find anything. But then I just tried on a few of my mom's old dresses and I found 2 options. So that's off the bucket list of figuring out what I'm going to wear. Maybe I'll find a rich, handsome bachelor in New York and I'll finally get out of Texas.
Yeah, that's where they all are.
Not to put too much expectation on anything, but maybe.
this is what's gonna make it.
I know, because it's like I'm the hope. I'm the last hope. Well, that's not true. I guess
you're the last.
One of my brothers could marry someone super bajillionaire rich, but my sister didn't. So it's like, who's gonna be? Is anyone gonna be lucking out that the rest of the family gets to benefit from? Probably not. What else? I bought Persona 3 Reload. I'm gonna play it, I think. Even I finally gave out after like a year of it coming out because it was on sale, but because I was, I was taking the stand of there's no female protagonist, so I don't want to play it.
Is there not a mod
on sale? I think there is.
Well, there you go. Solve your problems with modifications.
What if it's good? What if it's bad? What if I still I don't get the romantic social links with Akihiko senpai and his friend and then once his friend's in a coma, then it's on. And I think I'm gonna pick up Mixtape, which just came out and seems to be very well received. It's only like $20, which is a steal. But seems to be, I don't know, it kind of has like Life is Strange vibes almost, but maybe not in a cringe way, maybe in like a genuinely cool way.
What is it? I don't know what this is. I hear people talking about this and I saw like
music thing. I don't know. I just was like, it's $20. I'm assuming a lot of like dialogue and choices, and hopefully it's not partially a rhythm game where I'm screwed. I just know there's no streamer mode because it's like very much or like the music that they picked for each scene is like important and they can't just sub it out for non-licensed things.
An unstreamable game.
I mean, people will stream it. It's just I wouldn't save it to your page, or then you could get the copyright strike. There's workarounds.
Okay.
I guess maybe for more reputable big streamers, it's a thing.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have a connection to music like that? I feel like it's gonna fall. That would not work on me because I'm not. A music guy.
I like music. I don't understand music. I don't like.
I never made a mixtape.
I don't know. No, me neither.
Didn't happen. Or like a CD, nothing. I don't even make playlists really. Like themed playlists. Did you ever make themed playlists?
No, I just have I think at one point I made one called like Cool Car. So like these are the songs I wouldn't be embarrassed if I have my windows rolled down.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Trying to hear. But no, mostly I just shuffle my like songs.
I always hated talking about music in like high school and middle school because it was so important
to talk about. You just
this is what I'm saying.
To it.
Like everybody wants to talk because it's so important. Like it's really important to some people, right? But it's not important to me at all, which is like very irritating when people want to talk about it because it's like I don't have anything to contribute to this, and I also just don't really care that much about it. Like I'm sorry. But people had all these feelings about like what you like, what you think is good, what they like, how it makes them feel, all this other stuff. And it just never.
That's when you're a teenager. It's very much about trying to figure out what your identity is. And I guess maybe people were over reliant on music as being part of that.
Well, you can convey a lot of different stuff in like a short thing. So I get that like as a medium, it's really nice for that. Because you can like experience a whole feeling in 3 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's just like, and I'm not into singing or I feel like music is just kind of an emotional thing and I'm a bit avoidant. So I'm like, ew, feelings.
You're avoidant to the emotional thing? What's with that?
No, I just like, that's why I don't know. It's like, oh, I like taking, I don't know. I was literally just thinking about this when I was walking my dogs and I was like, I do love my dogs. I just never am like, oh, I love my dogs. I don't know. Just nothing. That's why it's like, I will openly discuss loving a thing because that thing cannot reciprocate feelings to me. So it's a safe thing to express how I feel, but like, I don't know. Whatever. We all know, whatever. Sarah's got emotional intimacy issues. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
Good opening.
On that note, do we want to talk about this movie?
Oh, that I just watched 3 times. I watched it twice today.
Trying to make sense of.
What?
Okay, look.
Yeah.
Freaking cars is a thing.
I knew you were going to have a reaction to this movie. Why is the climax 20 minutes of a car chase scene? Good question. It probably was not what you were expecting.
Not at all. I a freaking car wash thing starts and then I should have gathered that a car would come out of the car wash.
Oh, so I watched
nudity and people's hair is different.
People's hair is different. There's some nudity, but it's all Barbie doll, so whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of. I listened, so I watched it. I watched the director commentary, and it was very funny because there's a part where because it's Ikuhara just talking. It's just him. And he's like, yeah, when we did the car scene that was 20 minutes long, we like contacted a bunch of animators that were really surprised that the Utena people were contacting them because they're all like mecha animators, like machines and like like vehicles and stuff. And they're like, why do you want us? And then we showed them the storyboards and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. But they were very confused about the rest of the movie. That's what he had to say about it, which was very funny.
Yes, everything is confusing about this series.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me let me show you my notes.
Please do.
First.
Yeah.
Okay. So a couple things. One, there's one different voice actor. Everybody else is the same, except we have one different voice actor, and that's the voice actor for Akio, who's voiced by Mitsuhiro Oikawa, who is a like musician and also went on to do like live action TV later on. But he was like a musician guy at the time, so he was popular.
Okay, I think it was like a, hey, we got this cool guy on this movie. Come check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ikuhara like comments that like, oh yeah, he was like he had like a real princely vibe to him when he had like stage presence and stuff like that. So that's why they went with it. He also sings the ending credit theme song. So get a little bit of that. But yeah, so this movie came out 2 years after the end of the TV show. It came out in 1999. Yeah, which seems pretty fast.
Has a bigger budget. It looks really good.
It looks good. Yeah.
I think the opening credits were cool with the little pictures. I liked the music that was playing under that.
Oh yeah, he had some interesting stuff to say about that, about the credits specifically, because I guess this was because they made those digitally.
It's another 11 pages.
They're digital credits, And he said they were made with a supercomputer, which I think is very funny, but it had to do with like the way it was. I mean, this is 1999 compute technology, right? So it's not that great. Although when did Toy Story come out? 1995. Okay, so it's not that far away. So like there is some software that exists for like visual graphic stuff. They said I'll get to it when we get there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna start going through it, and we can pause and talk about it like we normally do. All right, so we open with a shot of Anthy and Akio on the Otori Tower. We get a second shot where it's just Anthy, and then we zoom out to some crazy architecture up to a platform where we see silhouettes of a girl with long hair, and Dios is also there. How do you like the architecture?
It's crazy. We're in the sky. Things are shifting. And there's like eerie red accents, I guess.
Yep.
I guess there's just the roses and stuff, but it looks very different from the anime series.
Do you like it more or less? The aesthetic? Just stuff everywhere. Like
I think I have a lot of anxiety if I had to attend as a student.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, one, it's like all the stairs, like freaking poor Utena. She's supposed to be at the athletic one and she's falling behind trying to go up all the freaking stairs faces.
Yeah.
Or like, yeah, you just shove someone off or what? Yeah.
It's just like that.
We're really leaning into crazy town here.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Well, I guess because it's, it's a movie, so you have to go faster, right? But like in the show, it's kind of revealed that the Otori campus is like kind of weird over time, like really slowly. I could deal some stuff out. Oh, time works different, all this other stuff. And then in the movie, it's just like, yeah, no, this place is not like does not exist. This place cannot exist. The architecture makes no sense. Everything's constantly moving. They're like messed up weird blackboard at the beginning that's just like constantly shifting around. Yeah.
That
pretty
was really
cool though. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a very cool little opening. Looks great.
Let's see. Then we get the opening credit sequence, and then we return on a mysterious person dressed in black and white named Tenjo Utena. How do we like her outfit?
I mean, I think it's fun that they changed outfits for the movie. I think I prefer her original one more.
You don't like
this one?
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
She's dressed like she's in the Green Hornet.
That's fun.
She's dressed like she's in like a Batman the Animated Series like character. It's very funny.
Yeah, she's got like a paperboy hat, and then she's wearing a full like trouser set. Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, I think the other one just was a bit more fun, but I like variety, so that's good.
She's greeted by Wakaba. Yeah, she did get a haircut. Right. That's true. She's greeted by Wakaba, who looks the same, and they're meeting for the first time.
Okay, because at first I thought this is going to be like, except for it's not a direct continuation, even though my mind keeps wanting to jump to that conclusion of like, she's returned and no one remembers her from before, and that's why she looks Nope, none of that. No, it can't be.
It doesn't really work, but it's a fun idea.
No. Yeah.
We get a radio broadcast from the Kashira Shadow Troop, but this time they're doing a radio broadcast because that's how they appear in this movie. And also, instead of Aiko and Biko, it's Iko and Fko, and they're hosting a radio show. They talk about how there might be some sudden rain soon as Wakaba shows Utena around the always moving campus. Wakaba and Utena stumble upon the fencing club where we meet Juri and Mickey, and Wakaba recaps what their whole deals are.
And freaking Juri has like the curly fringe, but then everyone's hair is ridiculously long in this movie.
Do you like Mickey's like mullety hair?
Yeah, Mickey's hair is bad. But like Juri's is like it's got the tight curl at the front, but then the back is just straight. I'm like, this doesn't go together.
Yeah, Juri's hair looks kind of odd.
I have more hair complaints. I got more bones to pick with the hair later.
Oh, yeah.
Get to the characters.
Utena stops paying attention when she sees a red-haired boy wearing a Black Prince uniform in the window. She leaves Wakaba to run after him. It starts to rain, and we get a shot of the rose-covered garden on some random part of the grounds. This is important to remember this. And we cut to Utena chasing after Toga, because it's Toga, up a winding staircase. He kind of looks the same, though.
Yeah, he's just wearing, a different outfit, but he's still got, like, the long hair and the lighter streak and purple eyes. So that all looks the same.
Yeah, Saionji looks pretty similar, too. He looks basically the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. Utena gets to where Toga was, but he isn't there, and suddenly he starts talking and appears beside her. He asks her how long it's been since they've seen each other and asks if she remembers their promise to go to the planetarium. Utena says she's changed and she's not here for him. She didn't even know he'd be here at this school. And Toga asks why she's dressed like a guy, and Utena says that she's decided to have high goals after meeting her prince. Toga offers her a red rose, and Utena sees the rose seal ring on his finger. She thinks that he's engaged, but he clarifies that it's the rose seal. The rain stops, and Utena goes to the rose garden down at the bottom. In it, she sees a single white rose. This is a white rose. That blooms and deposits a rose seal ring in her hand. Rose petals start falling all around her, and Utena looks up to see a square platform far above her. Utena ascends to the square platform, which turns out to be a massive rose garden up in the air. Utena walks to the edge to look out over the school when she hears a voice from behind her. It's Anthe, who's holding a single white rose.
Is it? Who is this chick?
She looks very different.
Fraudulent Anthe.
But her hair is long all the time, at least.
But her hair is wavy, and it looked white. Everyone's hair is straight.
Yeah.
It looked better wavy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get used to it. She tells Utena that this is her garden and that she's the headmaster's sister. Anthe says that even though this is her garden, she's really captive to it. Anthe asks Utena what she came to this academy to do, and Utena is unsure how to answer, but she holds up the rose seal ring, and Anthe recognizes it and looks shocked. Anthe tries to grab it from her, and as she does, like, her and Utena kind of get wrapped up. Saionji shows up and asks what they're doing, and then he notices that Utena has a ring and calls her a duelist. Utena notices that he has a ring too and asks him what it is. He explains that it qualifies them to duel over Anthe, and he grabs her and she's very passive about it, and Utena does not like watching this. Utena remembers that Toga had a ring and decides to put it on, which surprises Anthe. Saionji has Anthe prepare the duel, and she gives Utena the white rose and tells her that you win by breaking the other duelist's rose. And then she notices that Utena doesn't have a sword and is like, you can't duel without a sword. But Utena's like, don't worry about it, I have a sword, and she grabs a nearby broom in like a real cool guy way.
Mm-hmm.
The duel begins, but Anthe tries to stop Saionji because like that she doesn't really have a sword, but he just hits her and draws his own sword. Utena gets pissed off and they clash swords. In the duel, Utena asks why they're all dueling over Anthe without considering her feelings at all, but Saionji says that she's nothing but the Rose Bride. Utena says that's not true. She's a girl with feelings. What are you talking about? Saionji slashes through Utena's broom and cuts the top of her jacket, which reveals that she is a girl, which surprises him. Saionji's about to slash the unarmed Utena when Anthe jumps at her and pushes her out of the way. Anthe says that you can't fight without a sword, and she kisses Utena. The Rose Bride dress appears on her, and the Sword of Dios pops out of the center of her chest. Utena draws the sword, and when she does, her hair grows, and she's now wearing the prince uniform. She and Saionji clash, and she breaks his rose, winning the duel.
Her hair is the only hair. Her hair was straight before, and now her hair is fluffy and wavy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I like it.
I don't like
it.
Okay.
No! Because, God, the bangs are straight. Noah's hair matches consistency throughout their whole head. So unimportant, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is duel 1 of 2 in this movie.
It's not about that. It's about cars.
We get a brief shot of some bubbles in water. Then we cut to Utena moving into her dorm. She places a picture of her and Toga as kids up in her closet. She gets a knock on the door. It's Anthe, and she invites herself in and sits on Utena's bed. Utena says that she's about to go to sleep, so Anthe's like, okay, I'll leave. But then Utena grabs her and pulls her onto the bed and then turns the light off. And she asks Anthe, what's the deal with the duels? And Anthe explains the whole dueling system. Utena asks what they get when they win, and Anthe says it starts getting kind of intimate with her. And Utena tells her to call her by her first name. Utena asks if she always does this with the winner, and Anthe says she always does what the winner says. Anthe starts to make a move on Utena, and Utena gets up and turns on the light. And she's like, you need to leave now. Instead, Anthe goes to Utena's closet and picks out some of the dresses that Utena has. She again tries to get cozy with Utena, but Utena pushes her away. And then Anthe notices the picture of Utena and Toga together.
Yeah, because in the show, Anthe's very passive, and only upon the fiance's request does she act. But this is very much her laying it on, her taking the initiative with all this stuff.
She's going for it.
She's a very different character in this depiction.
Yeah, in the commentary, Ikuhara talks about how I had to make a lot of decisions about how intimate for each of the characters to get at different points in time. Because it's we kind of got to move fast, but also It has to make sense.
Yeah.
We cut to Toga, who's hanging out with Shiori. Toga says that Utena is weird, and says that she's still dreaming about her prince. Shiori says that she had a prince once, but he was killed. She used to like him, so Shiori used to like the prince, and he used to like a girl. But one day, she fell off of a boat, and the prince died trying to save her. And Kozue never forget the girl who fell out of that boat, which is obviously Juri. It's Juri.
So is this the same thing that Juri like references in the last thing we see of her in the series with the...
No, in that one, she's talking about her sister. Like, drowning and being saved is, like, obviously a thing, because that shows up in the Utena manga in the prologue.
Yeah.
So that's, like, a foundational thing. I think they're just reworking it in different ways.
Okay. It's like, this sounds very similar.
Yes. We get another image of water as we transition to the girls cleaning the pool. Toga comes to see Utena and asks her about becoming a duelist, and Utena is like, yeah, like, why did you become a duelist, Toga? What's your aim? Are you trying to win Anthe? And Toga's like, well, yeah, she's really attractive. But Utena's like, yeah, but she's super weird. And then she's like, hey, she said she'd do anything the winner wants. And Toga's like, yeah, she's the Rose Bride. She does that. That's how it works. And then Utena asks if Toga has ever won her and, you know, like done stuff with her. But Toga deflects. Toga beckons Anthe over and they talk briefly. Toga and Anthe get all cute with each other and Utena leaves.
Very different dynamic.
Very different dynamic. We cut to Shiori and Toga hanging out again. Toga's getting a phone call from the chairman who explains that his sister is a witch that has stolen the prince. And we get images of the story where Anthe is a witch. And in this version, she actually used her powers to turn her brother, who is the Lord of the Flies, into a prince. But once her powers faded, he turned back. But it's basically the same story.
So, the Lord of the Flies, referencing the book with the boys on the island.
Maybe?
Or is that just like a term that's been around for a while and that just happens to be a book with that? What is
it? Might be
Lord
a term. Is it like some biblical thing?
Lord is it just like I'm ruling the roost of this shitty situation kind of thing, where it's like I'm the Lord of nothing, basically? Is that what that big fish, small pond kind of situation?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's a common phrase. Oh, let me see. Lord of the Flies, unambiguous. Lord of the Flies may refer to Beelzebub, a Philistine god or demon. I've heard that name before. Maybe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah. There's an anime with that.
Beelzebub is known in demonology as one of the 7 deadly demons or 7 princes of hell. Okay, that sounds like it's probably about that.
Okay.
Representing gluttony and envy. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's actually what the book is. Okay. Named after. Got it. Good question. But yeah, we get the prince or the Anthe as a witch story again.
Yeah. But it's her brother. Her brother wasn't a prince. He sucked and she turned him into a prince.
Yes. That's the distinct difference here.
Yeah.
Toga paints Shiori's toes as Toga says that the reason the chairman set up the dueling game was to regain the lost magic after the prince turned back into Lord of the Flies. Toga says that he'll gain the magic and Shiori asks him what he's trying to gain. We cut to Mickey and Kozue in a bath together. She's grooming his eyebrows with a razor, with like a straight razor.
Okay, this is like, I thought this was like a new thing, because this is like a thing now. You can buy like these little things to like edge your eyebrows, but maybe that's like always been
no, straight razors are super old. That's like that's what what's his face uses in Sweeney Todd. It's like how he used to shave.
Well, I hate this. That they're I don't know, pubescent and bathing together. Look.
Mickey says they can't go back to the garden where they were together, but she'll always be precious to him, and Kozue pulls him back and holds the razor to his throat, calling him a traitor.
Ooh.
This does not have any implication on anything else happening. I think this is just like people like Mickey and Kozue, so they're showing up in this movie.
Okay.
Elsewhere, Utena sees Anthe leave the dorm late at night. We cut back to Toga and Shiori in bed, and he tells a story about how he was sold as a child to a man. Toga commented he lost a lot due to that, but got to participate in these games as a result. And Shiori says that she knows that Toga can win and beat Juri, but Toga doesn't seem all that interested in Juri. We get split stories where we see Toga as a boy being chased by his adoptive father, who is obviously going to sexually assault him. He chases him into a cabbage patch and catches him there. Meanwhile, Shiori explains that Juri has a locket where she keeps her dark secrets. Those secrets were being spread as rumors because Shiori is peddling all of those. And we get a visual of Shiori spreading butterfly wings that look first like bed sheets because they're in like a room with bed sheets everywhere. And then she transitions into being a butterfly in a field of cabbages that Toga and his stepfather are in, or his adoptive father, I guess, as their two backstories combined into one. Toga says he'll win the duel, but doesn't harbor any cruelty towards Juri because all duelists have high goals. In a car garage, Juri and Mickey take a walk. They run into a weird-looking car and see an image of Dios, and Juri comments that the revolution is near. Juri asks Mickey why he wants to duel, and he says that he was chosen and wants to obtain more power as a car named Kozue is raised on an elevator behind him. Mickey asks...
Oh, I did not catch that.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty subtle. I mean, again, this doesn't really turn into anything, but this is kind of the extent that Mickey is here, so I just threw it in.
Yeah.
Mickey asks Juri why she's doing it, and Juri says she wants the power to be free of everything constraining her, and then she changes the subject. They stop talking as they hear footsteps. It's Shiori. She shouldn't be here. Shiori tells Juri that she felt lonely and wanted to see her, and she takes Juri's hand and asks if she's a duelist. Juri's like, how do you know that? And Shiori counters that she knows lots of things, including some stuff about Utena, and she tells Juri that Utena is dressing like a prince to win the duel. Shiori baits Juri into fighting Utena while Mickey looks on, now understanding what Juri meant by things constraining her. On the high rose garden platform, Anthe stands on the edge. She turns to see Utena, who has followed her here and pretends to be watering the garden. Utena asks why she's here, and Anthe says that she has to. It's her job as the Rose Bride. Utena again asks if she really does those things with anybody who wins the duels. And Anthe's like, oh, are you asking because of Toga? And Utena gets enraged and swats away her watering can and then grabs Anthe by the lapels and shoves her down. She accuses Anthe for causing Toga to start acting weird. She's like, he wasn't like that before, and then she starts to cry. She says that though she thought she'd be with Toga forever, even after his mother and father had left, they told each other they'd gaze at the stars forever. But now he's not like that, and she states that there is no prince and collapses. Anthe tries to comfort Utena until she gets an idea. Anthe grabs an axe and looks like she's about to kill Utena, but instead she strikes a water line, which both floods the garden floor with water and kills the lights on the platform. The now dark platform reflects the stars above, giving the appearance that they are standing in space. Utena looks at Anthe, who has offered the stars to her, and we see in the reflection of the water, Anthe in her rosebud dress and Utena in her prince uniform, and the two of them start to dance on the flooded garden. In the director commentary, we are told that this is an entirely CG scene where they took a 3D animation software and made it look 2D. And he's like, yeah, you can't really notice it, which is nice. But if you do notice that like the resolution of the background of the stars is way higher than anything else in the background because it's digital, which is cool. I would have never guessed that.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, I guess at first I thought I was like confused, or maybe the version I was watching had some alterations in the text, because it sounded like Utena had said when mother and father left and not like his mother and father. And then I was like, wait, is she supposed to be like
no, it's hers. I'm sorry, you're right. It's her parents.
Okay, so it's her parents that left. He comforted her, not that it was their parents. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Freaking what? Okay. Toga sucks in the anime. Don't let him get to be like the good guy in this.
He's like a different guy in this is the thing. Like, this is what I was saying. If there's like one major character that's very different, it's Toga.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, from what I've read of the manga so far, Toga's very different in that one too. To both of these.
Okay. I'll have more questions on him later.
Okay. But this is a very sweet scene. This looks great. This is a good.
Yeah. Did you also on my version, was there music playing? Because I like feel like I had subtitles implying that there was music playing during this scene, but there's no music playing of them dancing.
There is definitely music playing.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, it was not on the version I was listening to.
That does not sound good. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
I had other music in other spots, but for some reason, that one did not.
That's weird.
Yeah. Surprisingly, there was a lot of like dubbed versions of this available. And it's harder for me to, because there's like one on YouTube that was like sub, but it's also 4K, but it's like freaking me. It was like looked weird.
I hate it when they do that.
Like, yeah, I hate it. So I was like, I can't watch this. Yeah. So I had to find something. This is what I found.
Gotcha.
Yep.
It's the next day, and in class, they are given an assignment to partner up and to draw each other. Utena and Anthe pair up. Anthe immediately beelines for the highest point in the academy as Utena frantically tries to keep up with her.
Utena, you're supposed to be the athlete. You're smoked, left in the dust.
They make it to the observation tower, and Anthe tells Utena that no one ever comes here. Utena draws Anthe. While drawing, she apologizes for last night, but Anthe tries to act like it wasn't a big deal. Utena says that she's not going to be engaged to her and do the duels anymore, and she takes off her ring. Then she says that if they're going to be close, they should do it normally, by, like, you know, talking and stuff. And then she asks Anthe if she could open up a little more to her. She's like, I want to be friends, but you never talk about yourself. Anthe asks to swap places. Anthe sits down to draw Utena. Apparently, she's requested to draw Utena nude, which makes her uncomfortable, but eventually she goes through with it.
Freaking school rules.
Dude, this is why you go to the high secluded tower, because your friend keeps being like, hey, you need to open up to me more. You're like, oh yeah? Well, why don't you open up to me in like a literal way? How about that?
Oh, goodness.
Utena is very embarrassed to be drawn nude, but says it's not fair that it's just her who has to do it. Anthe agrees and begins to undress, and Utena says that isn't really what she meant. Utena looks away to the back wall of the tower and notices that there are cartoon-like drawings of a prince and princess, and the princess looks oddly like Anthe in those drawings. Anthe says she's going to show Utena the secret of the Rose Bride, and we see in Anthe's silhouette that there is a hole in the middle of her chest, kind of where her heart should be. We cut to the Kashira radio show. FCO has secured a very scandalous videotape and plays it. We get a couple minutes of Cow Nanami and Choo Choo shenanigans.
Okay. I'm like, what have they done to Choo Choo? He's freaking pissing on Nanami, the cow. And yeah, this is bizarro, but I guess we gotta get them in here somewhere.
And the commentary, he's like, Ikuhara's like, yeah, we didn't put Nanami in this movie, so we put this in, and also this kind of breaks up the like seriousness a little bit. But yeah, also the weird guy, the like other cartoon
elephants,
guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that was doodle on the back of Toga.
Yeah, he gave it a name. It was
weird.
I don't see. I can't find it. Oh yeah, Caropon. That's his name, Caropon.
Yeah. Choo Choo's a better name.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway. The video ends and FCO realizes that she put in the wrong tape. She puts in the other one. The other tape is of young Akio and Kanai. They exit the Otori car and dance around. Akio addresses Iko and FCO while they talk about it, which is very funny. He comments that he lost his car keys, so now he has to take a taxi to get around. I love it when he does his little flip over the hood of the car.
Yeah.
He's so ridiculous.
Very silly. His hair, he looks better. One instance where hair is an improvement, his hair looks much better than this than in the series.
Mm-hmm. One day he comes home and is greeted by his sister Anthe, and we cut to a scene where he pours 2 glasses of water, and FCO says that this is the secret of the Rose Bride, and we see him drop a pill into one of the glasses. Anthe tells Utena that this is the secret. We abruptly cut to the next duel between Utena and Juri, as everyone else is looking on, including Shiori, Miki, and Toga. Juri's pretty good and taunts Utena, and she comments that Utena must be fighting because she loves Toga so much. Miki, who is watching nearby, wonders what Juri is talking about, because he's like, who the hell is Toga? Yeah.
What? The ghost boy.
Yeah. While Toga, who's standing right next to him, turns to leave. This is our first hint about Toga.
Anthe saw him. Anthe saw him.
Yep.
I guess she's got freaking powers.
While the duel is happening, we get a flashback to Anthe explaining the floating castle in the sky that gives you the power to do anything. And that's why everybody duels for Anthe. She asks Utena if she still intends to quit dueling. Back in the duel, Utena is driven back when suddenly she takes the form of Dios in Anthe's eyes and strikes an odd stance and swiftly defeats Juri. Anthe is about to comment on Utena's brief appearance when they are interrupted by breaking news from Seiko. Actual Seiko. It's just her again. Nearby, the plot of roses. In the plot of roses on the ground level, the body of Akio has been dug up. It turns out he hasn't been missing this whole time. He's been dead. Shiori appears and accuses Anthe of doing all of it, and she pulls out a videotape that she says is evidence of her guilt. Utena sees this and wonders what it's about, and she looks around for Anthe, but she's gone. So Utena runs around trying to find Anthe. While she's doing this, we get to see Shiori's tape. In the tape, Akio has just finished, I guess just raping Anthe.
Yeah.
Probably should put some kind of trigger warning in that. I don't know. Only to realize that she was not asleep and drugged the whole time, but was actually awake. He wonders if she's always been awake. Anthe says that it's okay because he's her prince and is allowed to do whatever he wants to her. Akio starts frantically looking around for the key to his car, saying that a car without a key can't move and will rust. Akio instead finds a knife and stabs Anthe in the chest. Then he gets up and pulls the white sheet off the wall, revealing a balcony, and he stumbles off of the balcony of the tower to his death. Lieutenant traverses a Scooby-Doo style labyrinth of corridors and follows a conspicuous signage that leads her to the confessional elevator from the Black Rose saga.
Mm-hmm.
In the elevator, Utena sits facing Toga, who is like across from her with a glass plane separating them, or pane of glass. Toga asks Utena if she wants the power of miracles, but Utena doubts that power even exists. Toga says that everything here is built around the prince, even though no living prince exists, so they all have this game to fill the void. When Anthe became the Rose Bride, and after she killed Akio, the tower showed up. Utena says that's not true. No prince ever existed. She says that she's starting to remember the past and has forgotten the reason she's here and how they got separated in the first place. We get a flashback where Utena and Toga, as kids, are hanging out on a bench by the river, and Utena explains that the boy that she was with jumped into a river to save a girl who had fell out of a boat, but ended up drowning himself. That was Toga, and we watched that whole scene play out.
Okay, so Toga to save Juri?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've condensed characters here. Shiori liked Toga as a kid who hung out with Utena, and then he tries to save Juri and drowns.
Gotcha. Okay. And then for some inexplicable reason, Juri's into Shiori.
Yep.
Well, yep. Okay.
Back in the elevator, Toga says he's here now until the end of the world. And Utena says that that's what he used to say back when they were kids also. She says that Toga...
Okay, sorry, isn't it kind of messed up for Juri to be like, oh, what, you here for Toga? Like, remember that guy who drowned saving me? Is that what you're here for, to save him?
I don't think she knows who that is. I don't think she remembers who Toga is.
She did say it, though.
No, she knows that because Shiori told her.
She doesn't. Okay.
But she doesn't remember that was the person who tried to save her once.
Oh, okay. Got it. Okay, and then what? Shiori's just hanging out with Ghost Boy that she was into and finally gets to what?
Yeah, the thing that's a little confusing that I didn't really realize until recently, or like until my third watch kind of, is like when they're talking about defeating Utena, when Toga's like, I'm going to win everything, he's talking about winning through Juri. Juri is the play. Because he's dead.
Yep. Okay, I see. Yeah.
So the reason why she is like the winner at the end of this, even though she only fought 2 duels, is because that was it. Juri was the final boss.
Gotcha. Okay, got it.
Utena says that Toga comforted her when her parents died too. Yeah. Toga is about to turn to leave, but Utena stands up and tells him that he was her prince and that she was really in love with him. Toga's half of the elevator starts to fill up with water. They kiss through the glass as Toga is submerged in water and floats away. Utena reaches the bottom and finds and exits to find that she's at the landing of the large rose garden where Anthe is. Anthe says that Utena is her true prince, and Utena is now the prince of the academy and can do whatever she wants. Anthe puts Utena's hand on her chest and summons the Sword of Dios, but Utena pushes it back. Utena says,
"Popping a feel."
Yep.
Feeling her up.
Is like, no, I'm good. Utena says no, they should leave to the outside world. They start to walk off when giant rollers shoot up from the ground. And they start to suck Utena in, and she yells at Anthe to come with her, but Anthe can't do it and pulls Utena's ring off as she gets pushed out of this weird car wash. We get a new rendition of Absolute Destiny Apocalypse playing as we see Utena being fed into a machine that turns her into a car. Utena, who is now a pink race car, starts to rust. We get a replay of the clip of Akio searching for his car keys, saying that a car that doesn't move rusts. Anthe looks down at where Utena's ring used to be in her hand and now sees a car key. Oh, by the way, the platform descended to the bottom floor, so they're in like a dark void now. Anthe gets in the Utena car and starts to drive, and she makes it onto the highway. We hear the Kashira radio show.
Now.
Yeah. How do you like this turn?
It's weird.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's weird. But I'm here watching it, so I'm going to see this thing through.
That's right. We hear the Kashira radio show through Utena's radio and see that their studio has turned into a huge HQ that is tracking Anthe like she's in a racing video game. Right now, it's just Anthe on the open road, but it's not long before a second car shows up. It's Shiori, who taunts Anthe by asking if she really thought she was the only one who could turn into a car, in like the funniest line in the movie to me.
Yep.
Shiori
Girls
car.
be cars.
Shiori car starts ramming Anthe, but ends up getting so caught up in her revenge plan that she crashes, leaving just Anthe again.
That's embarrassing.
It's kind of embarrassing. Suddenly, many rival cars start to show up to stop Anthe. They're hot on her heels when Anthe goes into a tunnel. In the tunnel, the cars overtake her and start driving on the walls and ceiling, and eventually they start dropping down on her and beating up the Utena car. Or I guess it's just beating up Utena.
Okay, so these were all the cars that were in the parking garage, then I guess that Jury and Nikki were in.
Yep.
And what, is it like only girls that can be cars? Because I know at some point we're going to freaking see another character as a car. We
saw Kozue as a car briefly.
Yeah.
Yep. I just remember that one interview where Ikuhara was shocked that the interviewer named his car a guy name.
And then all the cars are girls. Yeah, this is peculiar, but I can't be surprised. It's a Utena movie after all.
Yeah. Anything could happen. Anthe's in a tough spot as it looks like a gigantic car is about to crush her when suddenly someone hooks a toe to the front of her car and drags her forward. It's the other duelist hanging out in a Jeep. They're here to help. Okay.
The Jeep says Wakaba. It's the Wakaba car.
It's the Wakaba car.
And then freaking Dionji's hanging out like he's one of the buds.
Yeah, like he doesn't suck.
You're being like a psychopath in that duel.
It's very funny. It's very funny that I know Dionji's just here because it's like he's kind of like he's from the show. Everybody likes him, but it's very out of place for him to be here.
Truly.
Anthe asks why they help her, and they explain that higher ideals attract company, and they plan to follow her someday to the real world, but not right now. So they exit the highway. Goodbye, duelists. The Kashira HQ picks up readings of the castle in the distance, and they speculate that it might be the exit. The castle gets closer, and it's revealed that the castle is not an exit, and it's actually its own gigantic vehicle that has shown up here to stop Anthe. The castle car is so big that Anthe can only drive underneath it, which is full of moving wheels designed to stop her. Kashira HQ says all hope is lost, but Anthe says she's going for it, as the Utena car transformed into a different type of race car, where the driver cockpit part is in the front, and Anthe rushes under the castle as the main theme song from the show plays.
Yeah, this is good. Good song.
We see from Kashira HQ, Anthe dodging wheels while outrunning pursuing cars. She clears the bottom of the castle car and is about to reach the end when suddenly tank treads appear on her sides and start crushing Anthe and Utena car. On the road ahead, we see a gigantic Akio who is here to confront Anthe. He tells her not to be afraid anymore. She can just go back to being a living corpse. Anthe says that he's the sad one, as he can only be a prince back at the Otori campus. She says she's leaving, and Akio says that she'll only end up at the end of the world. Anthe says maybe so, but even still, she's going of her own free will, and she says goodbye. Akio pauses briefly. Yeah.
Well, okay. Does she only pretend to be like a living corpse around him? Because she seems very like, she seems to have a personality and be enjoying things in her day to day, and then she's just fake being drugged with him. And so I'm like, I don't know, was she like planning?
I think she was pretending the whole time.
Yeah.
Like even when she's like flirting with Toga or whatever. Like that's also just not real, you know?
Yeah, continue.
She says she's leaving. Akio pauses before finally saying, no, you won't be leaving. And he starts to push the treads closed so that it will crush Anthe and Utena. Car Utena is getting pretty narrow when Anthe yells out to be granted the power to revolutionize the world as her and Utena burst forth out of the castle treads and speed away. The illusion is broken, and we see that the Kashira HQ is now full of, like, scarecrow hay dolls wearing Utena and Anthe's uniforms. Elsewhere, a nude Anthe and Utena cruise down a deserted wasteland road, riding on what remains of their car, which is more like a motorcycle at this point. Utena says that they're heading to a world without roads now, and there's no guarantees that they'll make it. Anthe says that they were born in the outside world, and Utena says that they're returning to it now. Utena says that she understands why Anthe sought her out and why they didn't reject each other. They were both responsible for killing the prince. The Kashira radio...
They are just gazing at each other. They aren't actually saying these things.
That's true. They're not actually saying it. These are just voiceovers of them.
Connected or... yeah.
It would be... Yeah, I guess they're moving kind of fast on the highway. It's a little hard to talk. The Kashira radio show tunes in to say that even if you go somewhere without roads, you can always build new ones. Utena says that they must go into the world. The two girls stare at each other before leaning in to kiss each other. The two girls zip down the road into the distance towards a new world as we cut to credits.
Okay, but doesn't the new world just look like another castle? I feel like it just looked like another castle.
I think the castle's fading. I think that's what it is. Because it looks like it's like black and dilapidated.
Dilapidated.
And then we keep zooming up into the sky.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Wild ride, this movie. Like, imagine trying to watch this and not have seen the show.
Oh my God, it would be impossible. I thought about showing this to my girlfriend because I'm like, I gotta watch this. And I'm like, oh, we could watch it together. And then I'm like, I don't really know how much of this is gonna make any sense.
She's gonna be like,
she still might like it though. Because it's weird. I mean, like the surreal parts of it are pretty fun and like the visuals are pretty fun. I think you could probably enjoy that without watching it. But you're probably like, what was going on with the blue-haired kid that didn't do anything?
Yeah, at least you wouldn't have to know that it was his sister he was in the bathtub with.
Yeah.
Is Saionji really a popular... Do people like him?
No, Saionji's not popular. Well, I don't know. Maybe he is.
Yeah, okay.
This is note here is that Ikuhara at one point says that Juri is the most... It's like a very popular character amongst Japanese fans.
Well, she's very distinct looking character.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Give it to me, Joe. What else you got?
Some directors use subtlety in their stories because they're cowards or whatever that one quote is. The fact that Utena literally becomes the vehicle by which Anthe can exit the dream world is very funny to me.
Hysterical. What did you think of the car design?
It was pretty wild. It had like horses on it.
Horses? Okay, I was like kind of like seahorses with like the little exhaust pipes coming out.
Yeah.
I guess it's just horses.
It was cool.
Steed, noble steed.
Yeah.
Utena. The
thing I like about this movie, so the thing I think this movie does well is it makes it a little bit more explicit than I think the TV show did, that like what the girls are doing for each other is reciprocated. Because like Anthe doing the thing on the roof where she like breaks the water pipe and like brings the stars to Utena and like comforting her in that way. It's like a really big explicit moment. So it makes it obvious that they're both doing stuff for each other. Whereas in the TV show, like at the end, Utena's like, oh, the best time I spent was with you, which like, you know, kind of makes sense as like a culmination of things that happened, but there wasn't like one big moment to point to.
Yeah, true. Oh, yeah. Well,
what did you think? I'm interested.
I thought it was weird. I thought it was pretty. I guess maybe they're like, oh, we couldn't be crazy in the TV show with girls kissing on screen, but now we're letting loose.
Yep.
And we get 2 kisses.
That's right. It's gay. It's explicitly gay. Here we're here. It's gay on screen.
Yes. Yeah. Weird movie. Like bizarro. I mean, I guess Utena has Bay Papas or whatever done anything other than this?
I don't think so.
That we like could compare, or what's like the closest to this that you've consumed, where it's like nonsensical but also serious subject matter? I feel like this is one of a kind. From what I've encountered.
I mean, I watched Eraserhead. This is not too different from that. Yeah, like, I don't know. Some David Lynch stuff I saw is kind of like this. Doesn't really take the same form, but it's like expressionist in that way, where it's like weird stuff is happening that only feels like kind of feeling connected. Like this evokes the same feeling, even though those things actually aren't really that related to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's trying to be weird on purpose. Definitely. Right? Like it's trying to be a strange movie. Like in the director's commentary, Ikuhara talks about he's like, many people ask why Utena becomes a car. He's like, I don't really want to talk about it because it like would limit the interpretations of the movie. But he talks about how like people don't like the car wash scene, and a lot of the staff also didn't like the car wash scene. But Ikuhara wanted to make it because like at this point in action films, like usually the protagonist is up against like a super like the big bad opponent or whatever. But he wanted to do something different and unique, so he goes with a car chase scene. The part of it is just like motivated by the spectacle of the thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's also trying to invert like Anthe and Utena's positions, where like Anthe's literally in the driver's seat of the climax this time, whereas Utena was kind of in the driver's seat of the climax in the TV show.
Yeah. True.
So
yes, I do like that Anthe got to do stuff. Throughout the entire duration of this. So I feel like I guess the only other anime movie we've covered is Rose of Versailles, which is also like not a direct or it's not a continuation of the original series, but that has like a huge time gap between it, and it's a musical and by different people, and this is, you know, like 2 years after the series came out and a lot of the same people involved. So interesting to see, because I guess it's like at least then you worked on the original, maybe you didn't get to do everything you wanted to, so now you have like another chance to kind of explore with the same set of characters but do things differently, which I guess not a lot of people get to do.
Yeah,
so that's fun.
It's really making me interested in what happens in that like sequel manga thing that was produced as like an anniversary thing, because so far everything's just kind of a rerun of the same base story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm very looking forward to reading that now.
Yeah, when should we do our manga bonus?
I don't know. Do we so here's the question for you. Do you task me with doing the Rose of Versailles manga episode, or the Rose of Versailles, I just said that twice, or Utena, which is a much shorter manga?
I think Utena would be easier because then we're just kind of getting all done at once, and then maybe we'll have done, because we haven't done a manga thing since Angelic Layer, and that was super short, and only you read it, versus this will be one that we've both read, so we can both, so it won't be as much pressure on you to deliver everything because I'll have consumed it as well.
Okay, we'll plan on that. I'll try to have something fun for us to watch as a bonus sometime. I know I've been dragging on that, but oh my god. I really like Utena.
Bonus is like something we should be saving for at some point if we had like more incentives for people, and then that's the reward, versus we're so generously giving out bonus episodes.
Well, they're fun. It's fun to like not have to take it as seriously. Which like for most, I mean, again, we haven't really been doing bonuses because like this is exhausting for me. I had to watch this movie 3 times in the course of 2 days, and write all this stuff and things like that. So it's been quite a bit, but I really like Utena, so I enjoy doing it. But I'm happy to have another show that is a little bit lighter, and I'm not going to have to be so big brained about. But I like this movie. I like Adolescence of Utena quite a bit. This is the first time I didn't really like it that much. I think because I watched it like immediately after watching the last episode of the TV show, which is not a good idea. But now that I'm rewatching it, I think it does look really good. Like the character designs don't bother me as much because I've just seen it so many times. And I think the visuals are just super good. I want to like make so many stills of it, like my desktop background.
Yeah, it looked very good. Well, I and hopefully our listeners all appreciate how much Utena you had to cram into your life the last few days. And a good way that our listeners can show that appreciation for all that you do for us.
You can give us 5 stars. Give us 5 stars in your podcast platform of choice. Tell your friends about it. We just watched all the Utena visual media. Well, that's actually not technically true because there's like a stage play and then there's some books. Should I read those books? No, I need to space it out. I need to space it out.
Manga, and then let's see how we feel after that. I gotta not
destroy my entire life.
You're already doing Star Fox.
I am doing Star Fox. I'm almost done. I just got Star Fox 2 to play. Yeah. Oh man. And then one day I'll be done with Gundam Seed. Dear Lord. Anyway, rate us 5 stars, tell your friends about it. You know, it's great. If you have people to like watch it and you're like, yeah, you should watch this, but you don't want to walk them through like some of the themes and stuff that's going on, you can tell them to listen to this. We walk through it kind of slow. There's plenty of stuff we get through. There's plenty of stuff we don't catch. So if you want to like watch it a second time and, you know, tell us some stuff about it.
Share
you can also, you can share your thoughts with us by either joining Sarah's Discord or emailing us at shoujopod@gmail.com.
Yes, whatever platform you're listening on, hopefully the link works because I've got a link tree with all the relevant things for you guys to follow us on. If not, it's probably just like, I don't know what, like Linktree/Shoujo podcast, or just Google. Our SEO is doing okay. If you just look up our Shoujo podcast. Otherwise, Google's going to try to autocorrect it to just Shoujo, the genre spelling. But you can find us that way. And we're excited to be wrapping Utena and starting a new easy breezy Shoujo. And then on to back on track to me picking something for Joe to watch that I've seen and he hasn't.
Yeah.
There's been too much of a power imbalance of Joe being the one seeing it and explaining it. And then I've got nothing to work with.
One series.
Okay. It's too much.
It's too much. Well, good news. I don't have any other ones in the tank, so that was it.
That's it. We did it.
Except we covered the one. I watched Orin High School Host Club like 15 years ago and remember basically none of it. That's the only other one I got. I watched some old Fruits Basket.
I like that one. Yes.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get to it eventually, right? I mean, it's like in there.
Eventually. That's right.
What is the name of our next series? Can you please give it to me again?
Hanakimi.
Hanakimi.
The high jump one.
Right.
Remember?
And you can watch it on Crunchyroll, everyone. So.
Yes. 2
episodes?
Episodes.
Am I doing 2?
Yeah. Space it.
Yeah, we always start with 2
that sounds good.
and then accelerate or decelerate as needed.
Well, if we only did 1 episode, that'd be crazy.
It'd be really short unless there's a lot to unpack here. I could go like scene by scene. We could do like a close read of Hanakimi. Like, what do we think is happening in this sequence here? Why do you think? I
would be interested to see, because it was like a manga for a long time, and then why now are we making? I guess that's just like what we're doing now. It's just anime is falling back on things they never went for when they were popular. I guess nostalgia sells, all that.
I guess so. I don't know.
Okay,
I would like to see a graph of like when like per year anime that comes out, and then like how old is the thing they're adapting, like what that bar chart looks like or whatever. That could be interesting.
Oh yeah, that would be somebody who's not us want to put the work in and make that. Go for it.
No, I am not in the mood of creating more work for myself. I am in the mood to take a big nap.
Yeah.
But first,
always.
What did we learn?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I didn't forget.
Just become a motorcycle that's slim and easy. And then we can see Anthony's hair flowing in the wind.
Never assume you're the only one that can become a car. There's no reason to assume somebody else can't do it. It's so funny. Oh man, I forgot to talk about Toga's messed up backstory that would get added here that just bums me out for kind of no reason.
Yeah.
What the heck, man?
Really lean on that as a motive. There's a lot of weird. I mean,
he's got to be a vengeful ghost. Maybe that's why he's a vengeful ghost. I don't know. It's hard for me to think of another reason why they would put that in.
Yeah. Well, I guess like if Juri got what she wanted, does he still get a say in whatever you get from the Rose Bride? Because
I don't know. It's still, I mean, like, what he wants is to stick around as the prince, right? So
yeah,
he just wants to stick around.
So. Yeah.
As a angry ghost, man.
Yeah.
I know I brought it back, even though we finished the segment. I just thought about it. I was like, that was weird. That was a weird segment. And then, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I guess I'm free to start reading the manga now. Now that I have this lovely fancy collector or whatever edition.
I have things because I accidentally read the first volume, the whole volume, or the whole book or whatever.
Oh, when we did our manga talk
I have things to complain about, so I'm ready.
Ooh, okay. Sweet.
It's about Juri.
Well, I can read that in no time. And it now makes sense why we're just naked in the little flyer they gave us along with that. As
yes,
just love Barbie nudity, early shoujo.
Yeah, I mean it's not like leery, so
no, yeah. Okay, well, that's the end of our coverage of Utena. So we hope you all enjoyed that, and next time join us for Hanakimi episodes 1 and 2.
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Wait, I didn't say what I learned.
Oh, freak! Good Lord, Joe. I started talking
about Toga's backstory.
Okay.
I did say the car thing. Is that good enough? That seems too goofy.
I did such a good rap there.
You're right. Okay, you can cut this out.
No, I'm the boss. I'm leaving it in.
Okay, great. Is this the stinger after the music plays?
Oh, I've been lazy and not doing that. Okay, look, you do so much more work than me. I still complain.
In a row.
I know.
And you can't spend the minute to edit it, to make a little cut in the audio stream and move it to the end.
I know. I'm a lazy. It's a miracle this podcast is as consistent as it is. So you're welcome, listeners.
We're still going?
Yes. Okay,
awesome.
Oh, goodbye. Awesome.
Yeah. I learned that we do it for you, listener.
In our own egos.
And mostly because I want to talk about stuff.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.